What's going on, everybody? In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the 4K of Aliens. Um, boy, these recent releases by James Cameron of Aliens, The Abyss, and True Lies have definitely been pretty controversial. I already did a review of True Lies and The Abyss, and earlier today, actually during dinner time, aliens arrived, and so I told my wife that after dinner I'm going to be watching the movie and doing this review and stuff like that. So she gave me the look. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah. So uh, the release, as I stated before, I'm going to do a little format of the good, the mix, and then the bad, and just a little backstory, at least from my end. I loved Aliens. I remember seeing it with my dad when I was young, and I just love this film. I think it's one of the best sequels of any movie, not just the horror genre. I think Ripley is one of the best final girls of any horror film. And this film is really leans on the action, especially like the 135, 130 mark, or whatever. It's just all action, nonstop, and it's glorious, by the way. Because it's been a while since I haven't seen this. Since I've seen this film, I don't have the previous Blu-ray. I actually need to get that anthology that came out on Blu-ray. So I can't compare those between that version and the recent 4K and the Blu-ray that comes with it. So these opinions will just be based on the 4K and my old ass trying to remember, the movie when I saw it, which was again, it was a while ago. So let's kind of get into it. The good. I thought the beginning of this film looked spectacular. I thought the colors were pretty vibrant, especially the blues. I thought the blacks looked pretty good. Um, and the outer space just looked great. Some of the close-ups, there was good detail, and there's some that's not, but that's going to be later on. Also in the good was, um, I would say towards the very end of the film, about I made a note of it, like the 137 mark, the it, going forward, really the Dolby Atmos was actually pretty good in the sense where it was very immersive. There's the standoff at the 137 mark. The 143 mark was when Vasquez was defending herself against the xenomorph, and just the tail whipping around her. Thought those were really really good surrounds. And then at the 145 mark, uh, Newt was in the sewer, and the echoing chamber of that I thought that sounded really good with the surrounds. And then really just the entire second act. I mean, when Ripley is trying to save Newt, there's that static electricity that sounded very great. Just yeah, when Ripley was defeating the was fighting against the mother xenomorph. Uh, just that whole fighting scene and the action sequence, I thought it was just great surrounds, and very yeah, just the whole second half of the film was pretty damn good, at least in my opinion. My setup is with the Samsung 990B sound system. So it was a flagship soundbar system, and so it's a pretty good soundbar. And so that's my sound system, but it was very immersive at times, which was pretty satisfying because some of the mix was the LFE. I thought the LFE could have been a little bit better. Um, I don't want to say it sounded kind of weak because there were some times where it was kind of impactful, but just wish it was a little bit better. Mixed is also, I would say this would lean a little bit of the mix bad, like the previous video that I did with True Lies, is is that there's close-ups that looked good, and then there's some other ones where you could tell that there's some DNR. It's not as bad, in my opinion, as True Lies. However, I made notes of it because there just seems to be a big controversy, or everyone reading other people's reviews and the videos, because I'm just like you guys. I check up on other people that I love watching for their reviews, and just reading some of the comments from those specific videos, is that people are very passionate about these films. There's no fucking question. There's no denying that. Um, but you guys come to YouTube to check out my content creators like myself, just to see like our opinion, and some of you guys will agree, some won't, and that's totally fine. I think that's part of the beautiful part about YouTube, is to get various opinions from various people. And you know others would probably like this transfer, and others definitely don't, but that's okay. I think one thing that we all have in common is that we really love these films. I fucking love Aliens. I love True Lies, and I didn't even see The Abyss until the 4K, and this is a damn good movie. The Abyss is great, and so that's one of the things that I just briefly wanted to talk about, was that our passion for films and the quality that we get with the in-home experience, with those 4K transfers, with the physical format that we are very lucky to get. And so like I said, I'm not going to bullshit you guys around. I'm going to be honest. Whether you guys agree or not, that's totally fine. I definitely appreciate you guys checking out the video and just hearing my opinions about it. And, we can have a great conversation in the comment section. So go ahead and do that if you want to. But, we can always agree to disagree. But I think it's one thing that all of us have in common is how fucking awesome Aliens is, and the rest, the other two, I keep on saying it's like the holy trinity of the Abyss, True Lies, and Aliens. So I just wanted to throw my opinion, my little 2 cents around with this whole damn topic, with this release. Because I'm not even going to go into the shipping issues and everything else like that. I already did it in the previous episode. So, it is what it is. But I will go back to, there is noticeable DNR with this movie. It's not as bad as True Lies. But, like I said, I wanted to make some notes because I noticed it, and if you guys noticed it around the same marks, then you guys know what the hell I'm talking about. So there's like I noticed DNR at the 6 minute mark with Ripley and Carter when Ripley gets woken up in doctor's office. There's some DNR. I found it like in her nose, her cheeks. Carter throughout the movie, I noticed whenever he um, did some motion, it did seem like there was some DNR during those motion scenes. I noted it at the 6 minute mark, at the 55-minute mark, and at the hour and 9 mark. Again, I just wanted to make some notes of this just so you guys can check it out. Noticed it again at the 48-minute mark with Ripley and Newt when Ripley first found Newt. And then I noticed it too sometimes with Bishop throughout the movie. Really noticeable, at least what I thought it was pretty noticeable at the 1 hour and 21-minute mark. So yeah, so those are some of the uh, scenes that I personally noticed DNR. With that being said, did it ruin the experience for me for the movie? Um, no. Was it noticeable? Yes. On For me, it was. I have a LG C10, and I didn't like really like pause the film and really deep dive into that. I just simply was just watching the movie, and I just noticed the DNR, the smoothness, the little bit of waxiness um, on some of those scenes that I just noted. But again, I didn't think that ruined the film for me. And if I'm truly being honest, because again, I like to be honest with you guys, um, at the 130 mark, when pretty much shit hits the fan and the movie just becomes an action-packed movie, and I'm not gonna fucking lie to you guys, I just kind of just forgot all of that shit, and I was just really into the movie because the movie is fucking awesome. And so I was, yeah, I guess I just wasn't really too focused or so focused on all that nitty technical shit, at least stuff that I noticed earlier in the film. Um, and so, you guys might experience that as well. Again, I really would love to hear your guys' comments on aliens or just even on the True Lies and the Abyss 4K transfers because I we're all very glad to have these movies on 4K, and just having them released, I think, is just a wonderful gift. Um, Especially since we've been asking for these films for such a long time. And whether you have a strong opinion, whether you like it or not, that's totally fine. And I support it because it's your damn opinion, right? And so for me, I'm making this video of my opinion of the film and mostly the 4K transfer and just basically the whole experience with the three films Aliens, The Abyss, and True Lies. So, with that being said, yeah, go ahead and check out my other review with True Lies and The Abyss, and what was your guys' thoughts about this whole fiasco with the shipping delay of this whole of all three movies? What was your opinion about the whole 4K transfer? What was your opinion about the Dolby Atmos? Because there was Dolby Atmos in all three movies, and I thought True Lies sounded the best. Aliens, the last third of it was really good, so maybe it's tied. Again, guys, I just wanted to say thank you for checking out the video. I really appreciate it. I appreciate everyone's comments from my past videos of the True Lies and the Abyss, and I just really love interacting with you guys. Whether some of you guys have, strong opinions, positive or negative, what I just love is that we're all talking about physical media and some of these wonderful films that were recently released. So, thank you guys again and have a great day.